So I get asked all the time, how do you take better photos with your smartphone? You know, those unscripted, unstaged moments with your family and friends? Well, it turns out it's pretty simple to step up your snapshot game, and I'm going to show you the 5 steps I go through every single time I take a snapshot to ensure I get the best possible photo I can. And we're going to go through all 5 steps in 90 seconds today. Before we start, I have to thank all you new subscribers. I'm super excited about the community that we're building here, and I look forward to meeting you online. And if you're new here, we do simple to understand photography and video tutorials, insights, and reviews. So hit that subscribe button, you won't be sorry. Okay, so we've talked about smartphones quite a bit around here, especially this new Xperia 1 Mark II. And I did a whole review and a Photo Pro app tutorial in 2 different videos, so I'll link those below. You can check those out if you haven't already. Okay, so we've got 90 seconds for me to show you all 5 steps I go through every single time I take a snapshot. So let's get to it. So no matter what phone you're using, whether it's an Xperia or it's a Pixel, it doesn't matter. The most important thing that you can do is get the best light possible for your subject. You have to remember that these phones have super small sensors in them. They only have a limited dynamic range in them. So open those curtains, turn your subject toward the light, put your subject in the light, and get a solid photo. Number 2, change your point of view. We usually see everything from about the 5 or 6 foot level, so change this to a different perspective, make it interesting, make that object or person the hero of the shot. Doesn't have to be super dramatic, although that would be cool. Just move up or down a foot or 2 to make it more interesting. Number 3, clean up the clutter. Nobody wants to see crumpled napkins or half-empty plastic water bottles in your moody shot in a cafe. Unless it's part of the story you're telling, get it out of your shot. Number 4, frame your background. No power lines or window frames through your heads. Use your background to frame your subject. Don't let it chop them up or distract the viewer. Again, unless it's part of the story you're telling, remove light posts, garbage cans, anything that's distracting out of your shot. Number 5, this goes with the clean up the clutter tip. Don't be afraid to crop tightly. Have you ever noticed how close the camera is to Hollywood stars? The environment is still there, but only the part that really matters. We don't need the whole room, just enough to let the viewer know where they are and nothing else. And with those 5 simple tips, you can go from this photo to this photo. And then a bonus tip is just to process your photo on your phone. And I'm not talking about going to Lightroom and pushing or pulling 20 or 30 sliders or dropping into Photoshop and swapping out a sky or anything crazy like that. I mean just tweaking the photo to your liking, either in the photo app, or I personally like to use an app called Snapseed. And that app gives you tons of options to change the exposure levels, move the shadows or highlights up or down. You can change the white balance, add a vignette, or take it away. You really don't have to change all that much to make your photo look just a little bit better. But let me know if you'd like me to do a tutorial on Snapseed and how I would process a photo in that app right on my phone. And don't forget to check out those Xperia videos if you haven't seen them already. I'll link those below. Okay, I hope that helped. If you feel like it did, please hit that like button, as that really does help. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that little notification bell to stay in the loop around here. And I'll see you in the next video.